Morning guys. Right, well, I ain't been out here for a couple of days, so I've got to tip some spuds. My wife's going to harvest beans again. It's nearly getting that time when I'm thinking about starting to order next year's seed potato sacks. I've got to weed through this lot here as much as I can, and then I've got something to get in the ground. There's only a few of us up here, not many. There's a lot of people I think now sort of, well, I just think they're not bothering. I understand my friend was up here the other day. It's nice to have him back up here. I enjoyed it when he was coming up here all the time. It was good fun. Right, so perhaps in there. Right, we're going to crack on. I've got so much to do. I'll try and show you as I'm cracking along, because as soon as you get a bit of rain, as you all understand, the weeds grow, and if I don't sort of take care of it, the powers that be will end up wanting to give me a letter, which they should be doing anyhow. But I think they're a bit laxed about it. Well, as you can see what I'm doing, I'm pulling my pumpkins. My neighbours have been up there, had the same problem as me. Look, they were away for a little while, and the weeds went mad. My wife is going to do this today, but I think with the dry weather, she'd be better to pick the smaller ones. Yeah. So look at over there. We spent most of the day bloody going backwards and forwards. I had a blood test yesterday. My wife had a appointment with a surgeon for her hand, which is good news because they're finally going to do something. 4 months she should be able to get the op. Me, if I want my ankle done, there's a year waiting list minimum. So we got to plod on. Can't wait for the next season, I can't. Right, off we go. Alright guys, well, I've cleared an area, and there's my kind God's God give me a load of leeks, so I'm not going to put them in, but I'm going to make it quite close together. I want to harvest them when they're younger. Okay, right, we'll put a line across. Our friends have just arrived, Mandy and Michael, which is nice. It's very quiet up here, as I said. I think there's a lot of people. There's a lot of young up here now. I've got a lot of bloody relations coming up here. I don't know why, but they seem to think they've got to grow good food for the children and that, which is good. But I have to point out to them that it's a good site. There's a few people who don't like it. So I point people out, which are not very nice. So they know, and they can get on with their lives, but they seem to be bloody loving it. I never thought I wasn't young when I come up here, but look at this. I wasn't young when I come up here, sort of thing, but I still worked like a lot of them. So it's good that they're thinking more now of health benefits of growing your own. Right, stop that. If we can. It's one of them days today I think we're going to find, guys. Right guys, so this is how I'm going to space it in the width of a trowel, like this, right? But I've got this, so I'm going to do 2 rows at a time. But as I said, I'm going to try and harvest them earlier, so I'll dip it in. God, the ground is hard. Get as big a hole as I can. If you can see, take the grass off you. I got bloody, you wouldn't believe this, I got a spider crawling around my lens. Right, so we're there. I've got it down as far as I can. what I do now, guys, I have a tendency, I pull the roots off, but I'm likely, some of them look like they're alright, so you put them down, let them go, then I'll come back here and I'll do one here. My wife is harvesting plums, which we seem to have a lot. We've got I've got a family barbecue the weekend. It's my granddaughter's 13th, and no, I tell you, you're getting old, ain't you? Yeah, we're getting old, but it's nice to have a big family, really have. And then I'm going to go the length of the stick, and then we go again. Right, so that's how I am going to do this, and I'm throwing stones all along the edge of this path. These are mussel buzz, and I'm hoping I should get an early crop, but I only want them thin. That's what I want. And then we'll go from there to here. When I water them, I'll change how they lie. Even the little ones are going to go in. I don't know whether you are. Even the little ones I'm dropping in. My wife wants to make a lot of leek and bacon soup, which I love. I dare say most of you guys up there, your wives and that, they say, oh sod you can go down here a lot and get out of the way. She would and all, but she know that we have more fun down here now, especially now we thought somebody had totally left now Ian, so we can have some more fun, if you understand. Got some good friends up here. My mate John, I see him yesterday, he's alright. He was looking a bit ill and I was getting a bit worried about him, but no, he's alright. But Tony and everybody else, they're all having a good time. I won't stop you. Right guys, there's two rows. I'm going to go alongside the marigold and all. I've got to just move that line over a bit down that end. Let's put this one in. As you can hear, my wife's friend Mandy's arrived, so talk time. Talk time. Right, a few more down there now, and then I'm going to try and weed right the way through it. The old hound to sit here in the sun. They're going to get something to shade her. Right, then they've got to be watered in. I've been talking to Mandy, and we're all under the impression that the weather this year is a month early. Harvesting is a month early. And as she said, we're getting up in the morning, and at night it's sort of, what can I say, it's autumn. It feels like autumn night time. As soon as the sun goes down, and as soon as you get up in the morning, you think, oh, what am I going to put on today? You know, so yeah, definitely strange. Get these in the ground. That's another job done. I can leave them, and I can harvest these late if I want to. My wife has just harvested most of the plums which are left.
Right. All the beans.
Yeah, hang on. She's picked this and picked that, guys.
Do you want me to put in tomatoes?
I think, hang on. Can you just let me get this done first? Those cherry ones have got to be kept for Dean, isn't they?
Yeah, so, but I'll put them in a box.
Well, if you leave them on as long as possible, then they're going to be as fresh as possible, aren't they?
Right, so what do you want me to do then?
You'll have to just hang on and let me get to grips with this.
I'll put this in the car.
She's following, isn't she? Oh, she's waiting.
She's alright. She's in the shade now.
Yes, she wasn't just now. I put a chair over there with a coat thinking she'd get underneath it, and she didn't want to.
Let's put this in
These leeks look like they're starting to rot off. These do. Surprising that you can say it, the amount of friends you have up here, like Mark and Mandy. I've known them for blooming years now, Mandy and Michael, and they're so friendly. And because we've just invested in a holiday caravan, we said to them, look, if you fancy going up there for a week, you all you got to do is pay for the gas and electric, and that's it. And she was over the moon. She was like a woman who'd never had nothing given to her, if you can understand the reason I mean. And I think, you know, why not? They can go up there, they can have a week in peace and quiet like we do. We love it, we do. Stupid really, I would never thought my wife would have been a caravan person, but yeah, you know. And the best thing about it is everybody's nice. Everybody's nice on it. Everybody want to talk. Everybody say morning, because that's a residential site, but that's also a holiday lets where they have lodges. Right, we're getting there, guys. I've had a blood test for my gout. They reckon they're going to have to tweak my pill. I don't know, I don't like taking pills. Sorry about that, but I just not one of these people who want to keep putting the crap in my system. This is why I go to stop the crap. Understand? It's bad enough when you've got stupid people in the world. Oh, mate John down there, I don't think he know that his friend is coming back up here. He had some choice words about what this guy said and done. So, but I'm afraid the world is a strange world at the moment. It really is. I don't know. Honestly, don't know what's going on in the world anymore. Bloody weeds. Right, we're getting up there. I ain't got to worry too much about planting near the marigolds. How many have I got? Oh, I better do another row next to them, I think. And get as many as I can. As I said, a lot of this will go to my wife's leek and bacon.
There's a big purple thing in the thingy.
That'll be an aubergine.
Yeah. Come and pick it.
You can harvest it then. You can harvest it then. If you can get a little watering can, or do you want me to get the pump out? You can water in there.
Well, that'd be quicker with the pump.
Right. Hang on then. Hang on. I'll get the pump out for you. Right guys, now it's the difficult bit, is watering in. But the funny thing is, I think I have a snail. No, it's gone. I had a snail in my... A lot of people say you shouldn't do it like this, but because you put the grit in, what's the name, but I've never found it do that. otherwise that'll dry up so quick. Yeah, snail it. And I've got to get some spuds out. Bloody John up there, he's always drilling and cutting.
Right, I picked them. Those are the yellow ones this year.
Yeah,
Not green ones.
I've got some spuds to harvest and all, and I up here I've got one with ants nest in. Well, if they're big, if they're big courgettes, yeah.
No, these are purple things.
Well, they'd be courgettes. What purple things? Where?
In the...
Aubergines then. They're aubergines.
Yeah, do you want them?
Well, if they're big,
Yeah.
if they're the proper size, yeah. Right here guys, I think I left the blooming running again. Right. Stop confused with aubergines and eggplants here at the moment. Me and the old girl. She loved to stop me. Right, that's them. I don't know who. July. Well, we're at the end of July, so well, I'm now going to try and weed through this lot right away towards my sweet corn. I got my big barrow there. I'll get the old girl to come and sit down with me and sit down and talk like we do a lot. We do on holiday. Promise. I don't know. I think the old girl's found love again. No, we're getting on more than ever before. Especially up here with all the plumbing, God Squad and everybody. And John down there, well, I've got to tell him that his friend is back. Right, off we go, crack on. Right guys, that's that section nearly done. I've got a bit down here and there. I'm now going to cut some of these runners off of these pumpkins. They've actually gone mad there. Yeah, so my old girls and I'm having a cup of coffee. We're both saying, It's very quiet up here. It really is very quiet. Now for this section. Right, off we go. So it doesn't, probably ladybirds, millions of them. It doesn't take long to start to get through it. Once I'm through the big bits, they come out easy enough. I'm chopping off some of the runners so they don't spread too far over this way. I've got a load of lettuce to get in the ground, but I'm going to have to wait until I think there's some rain coming Thursday this way, which would be a handy thing for me. But I'm now going to load the barrow up. Right, my wife just brought me a cup of coffee. I don't know if she's getting a chair. We're getting there. I've got a few rogue leaks about here. I've got a space at the end of that row over there, them 4 rows of them. I might bash them in there, pull them up and put them back in, and then out of the way. John's up here. My wife's friends over there who work up the hospital. So she's now going to have a chin wag. Right, so we'll crack on here, get up to that net, and then I'll come back along the other side. Look at this lot now. Right guys, I've just dug all them loose leaks up, and I've put them up the end there. As you can see, they're taller than the others, but I've made the hole a bit bigger, a bit deeper. So hopefully, but I'm getting there. I'm trying to take some of the smaller ones off, which look like they don't want to go nowhere. Right, we're up to the top there now, and we're going to come back down this way. Fill that up, and that'll probably be it for me. Right, I've got a little job for you, Mum. Rightio, guys. That's that section done. Look at this lot. I've got some small shallots in here, which I will probably dig up and take home and use them as pickling shallots here. Big they are. Got quite a way. I might leave them. I always do a jar later. I'm picking sweet corn's coming along. I've just been talking to old John up there because he had a bit of trouble with somebody up here. He had to move plots when he first come over here. He'd only been up here a week, a few days, and he had to move. So I just had to go and have a talk with him. He's alright. He's got some blooming brain. He's got some ideas about. He wanted to dig a trench along the side of his plot and line it out and let the rain fill it up. And I was explaining to him that my granddad used to have to fill up from a dike, so I think it's a good idea. Right, Hans had enough, wife's had enough. I'm now going to empty that lot. Off we go. Right guys, that's one section done. I'll start that side tomorrow. She's been harvesting courgettes and you can see this one. See, now it's starting to get powdery mildew, which is just about the end for these now. There'll probably be a few green ones come through. This lot can come out soon, but I left it there so the white cabbage butterflies attract to that rather than everything else. Right. Alright guys, so that'll be this tomorrow. I've got plenty of time now. Got plenty of time. Take some of the dead courgettes off there. General weed right the way through here. Look at this lot. There, see them? And if they get to the heart, once they've eaten the heart, guys, you might as well pull them out. So I bought my, there you go. I bought my spray to give them a spray. They don't like it taste of it then, and it seems to work. But yeah, had a good day. There's a lot of people seem to be doing nothing up here at all, and they're being allowed to get away with it. They really are being allowed to get away with having years of not doing nothing. In the old days when the secretaries were here, they were in charge. Now they just let them do what they want. I dare say up 120 plots up here, I suppose there's only half of them which really are full with vegetables and everything. I've got that one to do now. There's an onion there. Some potatoes for later. Now I'm slowly pulling them, lifting them, and going to store them up. I'll store them. I've got some. They have to be nicely dried first, clean and dried, and then you can store them quite easily. Put my dog's watering can here, but I just now noticed in here, look at all this like blossom end rot, and it's here. That one there. Yep. So that plant there is not going to be much use. This one's the same. Oh, I think that's the bloody Bahati. I really do. Yeah, look. They're just... they're habit. What about these down here? No, they're alright. They're a different one. I'll take that one on. I'll eat that now. Right, guys. Stay safe. Be happy. Remember, there's a lot of miserable people in this world. It really is. Bye for now.